Residents of Plains, Georgia are keeping vigil just days after their most famous neighbor, former President Jimmy Carter, announced that he's entering hospice care. So here to share his thoughts is Dr. Manuel Pacheco, a psychiatrist at Tufts Medical Center. Always good to see you, Doctor.
Hey, Dr. Pacheco, it's great to see you. So some people say that choosing hospice care means that you are somehow giving up. What do you want them to know?
That's a common thing that people feel about, because usually entering into hospice is a difficult decision. It's actually not giving up, and it's actually making sure that you can take control of a difficult situation, and making sure that that your decisions will be respected if God forbid you're unable to express your wishes. So it's not giving up, and it's not an easy decision to make, but it is not giving up.
Right.
Dr. President Carter is 98 years old. In your opinion, how do we even start trying to figure out what our loved ones want at that age? Or do you leave it to the medical professionals to say, this is what we recommend, and then you go from there?
Maria, it's never too early or too late to start having these kinds of discussions. In general, these are called advanced directives.
Right.
So it's scary to have these kinds of conversations, because people don't want to think about dying. But it's never too early, it's never too late. And often making these kind of decisions and making your wishes known to your loved ones and your family members is the greatest gift that you can give yourself and your family, because it can really cause a lot of peace of mind to not worry about it. And it's one of the steps in terms of getting your affairs in order if death is imminent or something you need to consider.
And Dr. Pacheco, you just mentioned it, and no one likes to talk about death. It obviously makes people uncomfortable. It could even make them anxious. But from your perspective, why is it important for families to have those discussions?
It's difficult, but it's important, as you mentioned, because unfortunately, I've been involved in numerous cases. We actually even had a case today we were discussing about when people's family members and loved ones don't know their wishes ahead of time. It causes a lot of stress and, unfortunately, uncomfortable arguments among your family members. So letting people know ahead of time is very helpful, because when you're able to discuss it on your own, you can let people know what you really want in terms of how far you want to go with your medical treatment. Mm-hmm. Entering into hospice is a discussion usually that happens if somebody's facing a life-threatening disease or condition, and they've exhausted all the kinds of treatment, and to the maximum of the ability for the doctors to administer that care. And at some point, people say all kinds of medical care comes with some complications and pain and fatigue and nausea and all these other complications. And the reason why he says it's empowering and it helps people is that you and your family can decide that you've had enough and to not go through all that. So it's scary, but overcoming that understandable fear is far more outweighed by the peace of mind that you have for yourself, and to know that you're in charge, and to increase the amount of comfort that you have and make sure that your wishes are being followed.
All right, Dr. Pacheco, thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we appreciate your time. Stay well.
Great to see you, Dr. Pacheco. Thanks for your input. We're going to take you back outside.